Okay, Gary, so if you could explain to me what you do in a general day.
Nothing much at the moment. I wake up around about midday and then I don't do much at all during the day. I just stay home, draw the curtains and just nothing.
Right. And has this been happening since you lost your job? For the past 6 months, this has been
Yes,
a pattern?
gradually it's gotten worse over the 6 months that I've lost the job, yeah.
Okay, right. Have you been able to talk to anybody before about what's been happening?
No, just kept to myself at the
Right.
moment, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to tell family or friends because I don't want to embarrass them any further. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no other avenues of anyone that you could go and see to provide a bit of social interaction or support?
No, I don't really know anybody around this area, so.
Okay. Right. How long have you been living here for again?
Almost 12 months, I would say. 6 months I was working in 6 months, 12 months.
Okay, 12 months, right, okay. And sounds like it's such a massive step to move into a different area and a different position and at the moment it's such a loss for you without that job.
Yeah.
Right, sounds like it's something that for yourself to be able to acknowledge all the feelings that you're actually experiencing through the trauma, quite a loss and trauma in your life. And how have you been before this time with your position before you moved here? Did you have any times of suffering from anything, of any same feelings you're experiencing at the moment?
Well, I've tried to get this position for years, and like I said, all my family have they're well respected in the community. They've got well-paying jobs, and like in the military, the police force, the doctors, lawyers, and I just seem to be like the disappointment in the family. And every time I try and do something, it seems to backfire on me. They've all got families, and I have nothing, and I just feel like a complete embarrassment to them. And I've tried before this job for years to get something, and every time I try, it backfires on me. And this was the first real job I had, and I felt proud that I actually got it. But unfortunately, I wasn't good enough for the position. So I think that's why they let me go. Yep.
It sounds like such a traumatic experience for you.
Yep.
You've had stages before where you felt down after something's happened prior?
Yeah, I guess because I've had so much disappointment, I guess I'm just used to feeling this way now. And
can you expand a little bit about that feeling? What do you mean by feeling that way?
Well, at the moment, I just feel like I couldn't be bothered with anything anymore.
What can't you be bothered with? What type of are you thinking?
Well, I just don't want to burden my family anymore, or embarrass them, or have friends saying, "Oh, there's Gary over there. He's that no-hoper." I just feel like I'm a burden to the community and to family, and I don't want to be that burden anymore. I think it's best if I'm not around.
Right, okay. How long's that feeling been? You've been feeling that for, Gary?
Well, probably stronger than ever now since I've lost this job, because that was probably the last sort of hope that I had moving and starting again, and it sort of like backfired, so yeah.
Right.
It's just gone downhill from then, so yeah. Over the last 6 months it's gotten worse, and now I just feel like I couldn't be bothered anymore.
Sounds like you're getting those thoughts of not bothering, of not doing certain things, and that. Have you had these feelings prior? You were explaining a little bit then.
Yeah, I just feel like bumping myself off. That's what I mean. So yeah.
Right. You've actually thought about taking your own life, have you?
Yeah, I just feel like I'm a burden. All that will go away, and
Right.
and family won't have to put up with the embarrassment anymore, and yeah, I won't be a burden on the community. So yeah.
Have you thought about how you're going to do it?
Just go out in the ocean and just not come back. Yep.
Right, okay. Sounds like you've given it a little bit of a thought lately. How long's these thoughts been happening?
I just sit up. I don't really sleep. I don't really eat. Just stay up through the night in bed, just thinking about it. So yeah.
Right, it sounds like there's a lot of things that are happening during the day that you aren't able to cope with the food and the sleep. Is that right?
Yeah.
How long haven't you been sleeping okay for, Gary?
Probably since they've let me off work.
It's been not
I'd
good.
say 6 months I haven't really
Okay.
slept.
And these thoughts of ending your own life, has that been for 6 months, or just been just recently?
I would say it's gotten worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you planned more about what you're going, when you're going to leave? How are you going to say goodbye? All those things. Have you thought about all that?
I don't want to say goodbye to anybody. I don't want to. I just want to disappear. Really, I think
Right.
it's best if I didn't exist, and yeah.
So it sounds like you're getting feelings of that worthlessness feeling of within your life. Is that right? If you can expand a little bit more about your feelings towards that.
Well, everything that I've tried sort of like backfired on me, whether it be trying to find a position, a job, relationships, and I've just always hit brick walls. So everything that I've done, no one's been interested in, or I haven't been good enough to fulfill their needs or in anything. So yeah.
Yes,
So I've always been on my own, and
right.
yep.
So it sounds like you've got plans there.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of when you will do it? When you will end your life?
Probably any time, really. Just when I get the motivation to get out of the house, probably.
Right. Okay. So you're thinking it could happen pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's quite a concern for myself that you're experiencing these thoughts and thinking about ways to end your life. Obviously, I know you've come here today thinking of something to be able to go on and focus on, something to improve things with your position. Is that right?
Yeah. But I also feel like I'm burdening you now with all this, and you could be supporting someone who really needs it.
Right, no, it's great that you'll be able to talk so openly to me today, Gary. I appreciate that, because it's very important to feel that you can talk about anything while you're here.
Yep.
I've just got quite a concern because of those thoughts, and I know at the moment you're possibly thinking that there's nothing else that could help those thoughts go away. Is that right?
Yeah, I just feel that there's nothing left I can do. Yep.
And before, do you feel that these thoughts come because you lost that position?
Well, yes. It's gotten harder since I've left the position.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, and so I know that I was talking before about if I'm quite concerned about risk to yourself, that we'll need to go further, and I will need to go further with that, because I'm just concerned about your thoughts at the moment, and so what I'd need to do is actually take you to the hospital and refer you to a team that they'll have interventions and strategies for you at the moment. Would that be alright?
Yeah, I just feel as though if you do that, I'm going to take a bed away from someone who really needs an emergency, and I just feel that I'm going to be a burden there, and I don't want to do that to upset someone who's really going to need help.
Well, at the moment I'm quite concerned about you, and that's something that for you to be able to go and have some help and support through your thoughts at the moment, okay, is something that I will need to do with you today. Something that I think we should talk about once you actually do come out of hospital, once you're discharged, is for when these thoughts might happen again, is to have some type of safety plan for you, because then when you have that plan and you have these thoughts again, you'll be able to identify ways that you'll be able to see a bit of a different picture in your mind. At the moment, those things aren't going to come to your mind, because it sounds like in your mind you've got the answer as such to what's been happening. Is that right?
That's right.
So what I'll do is I'll just take you out into the reception, and I'll get some information written down, okay, and then take you over to the hospital. And I'd like to see you after your discharge. Would you feel comfortable with doing that?
Okay. Yep.
I know at the moment you're possibly not thinking of things like that, you know.
Not thinking too straight.
No, that's right. These thoughts of what's happening is quite concerning, and you'll be having a lot of different feelings at the moment.
Yep.
Okay, which is all natural feelings about how you're feeling. But what I'll do then is, Gary, I'll just take you to the front reception area, and I'll get that all worked out for you now. Okay?
Yep.
Is there anything you'd like to talk about before we go?
No, I think that's about all. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you for being open and talking about things, and I'm hoping that when you do get discharged, we can go on this journey and be able to have some plans about your work and different areas for you for the future.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I'll come up to you now.
Thanks. Bye.